Hi, congratulations on your new RV. We're really excited for you. Please make sure before you're signing that you bring the following items with you. If you're a cash buyer, please make sure that you bring a cashier's check, no personal checks at time of signing, or you may bring actual cash. If you're a finance customer, please make sure that you bring proof of insurance listing your specific lien holder. If you need that information, please call us ahead of time. Also, make sure that you bring all valid driver's license of all persons that will be listed on the title. If you have a trade that you're trading in with us, please make sure that you bring your 10-day payoff as well as your title and all persons who will be listed on the title of that trade. Arrive 30 minutes early before your appointment time so we can properly inspect your unit, and also make sure that you have the fridge on and running prior to arrival. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call at 810-686-0710. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
Hello, this is Mike at TradeWinds RV Center, here to congratulate you on the purchase of your Catalina Legacy Edition 333 Retz. Guys picked a very cool trailer here. I'm here to walk you around it, show you how to use a few things, get the best out of your camping experience. Let's start by talking about arriving at the campsite. First thing I want you to take into consideration are your slides. So you've got this campsite slide, and you've got your off campsite slides. So get familiar with how much room you're going to need. You see this front one's out a little bit further than the back one. So you can park accordingly so these can come in and out unhindered, preferably nothing hanging over top of them. Then I want you to think about where your power and water connections are. Your power connections can be all the way here at the back on your off campsite or your driver's side of your tow vehicle. And then your water connections, everything's going to be right between these two slides on the off camp side or your driver's side of your tow vehicle. So park accordingly so you can utilize the facilities at the campsite. Get on, unhook your hitch. First thing you do is level your unit. Now yours does come with a power tongue jack, a little docking light. Simply lower or raise the unit until you've got it level. Got kind of a long unit. I recommend maybe coming over to this off camp side and putting this stick on level right in the middle of the unit. That way you know when it's level. If you happen to not have power, in behind this little button here is a manual override. A little hand crank here. And you can, if you lose power, raise or lower this pretty easily. Speaking of power, check your terminals when you arrive. Make sure your battery posts are still connected. You're bouncing this thing down the road traveling. Make sure everything's still connected good. Once we've got our unit level, next thing we're going to do is stabilize it. On all four corners of the unit, you have stabilizing jacks and a hand crank with 3/4 inch socket on the end. Now you can use an impact driver or drill gun. You can run these down in a matter of seconds. Crank it to the right to bring them down. If you do use a drill gun or an impact driver, I recommend you slow down when you get to the bottom. Because all you want to do is bring these down until they're taut. Remember, they're stabilizing jacks, not leveling jacks. I highly recommend stabilizing jack pads. They're going to protect the feet of your stabilizing jacks from dirt, debris, hot blacktop. Keep them from sinking more, better distribute the weight. Great idea to use your 10% off coupon and grab a 4-pack of those from our store. So again, these are stabilizing jacks. You don't want to run them down until they're taut. You're only stabilizing the unit. Run all 4 of them down. Got our unit level and stable. Let's go hook our power up. Again, coming all the way to the rear. This cord will be stored in your storage. New Furions. They go in, turn to the right, and then twist on your black washer. A 30 amp service should you need to plug into a 110. There's a 30 to 110 adapter that comes in your convenience pack if you want to plug in at home. Our power hooked up, so hook up our water. Now for the campsite, we're using city water. We will start right with the city water connect. First and foremost, your water pressure regulator. This water pressure regulator is going to reduce the water pressure to 40 to 50 psi, protecting the lines in your unit. Always use this when using the City Water Connect or the Black Tank Flush. Hook up our water pressure regulator, hook up our hose, but don't turn our hose on yet. let's go find your hot water heater. So at the front of your off campsite, where your water heater is located, all we're doing at this point is we're turning our rod and our drain plug. Put that back in there nice and tight. Once that's in there, you can go ahead and turn on your hose. After your hose has been on for a little while, you're going to come up here to this pressure release valve. You're going to pull on that, you're going to let the air out of the lines. Eventually you have a nice steady flow of water out of here, and you know your hot water heater is full, and you can turn it on from indoors. Down here where it says electric element with the on-off switch, keep that off unless you're plugged into 110. If you're plugged into 110, you can turn it on here as well as indoors. Up here, if your hot water heater is not working, check out here to see if it's bubbled up. Press that bubble back in. It's just a reset. Now let's say we're going camping and we're not using city water. We're using potable water. Right here is your freshwater connection. Now, you do not need the water pressure regulator here. Simply fill this up with a hose. Two ways to tell when it's full. There's an overflow valve right here. Or if you're on the inside, you can touch the button that shows your fresh tank level. You can tell when it's full. Again, burp your hot water heater the same way. Get the air out of the lines, get water through it. Still light it indoors the same way. However, when using your potable water is when you're going to want to turn on your water pump. Don't turn on your water pump if you're using city water. It's already pressurized. So we got water and electricity hooked up. Let me walk you around the unit, show you a few other things. Start right here with fresh water drain. If you're using potable water, right up underneath there is where your fresh water drain will go. Your outdoor shower, potable water again, city water connect, black tank flush. We'll talk about that when dumping our black and gray tanks. Which brings you you have a galley tank, a sewer outlet, and a wastewater all down here. Cable and satellite here. This is your furnace heat release. Steer clear of this when your furnace is on. This will get rather warm. Quick note on your slides. So these are called wipers. What you want to do is add longevity to the life of these. The more pliable these stay, the longer the life. They have what's actually called a wiper fluid. You can put on these a couple times a year, keep them nice and pliable. You can pick that up from our store. This is a hood for your microwave. Again, your power. Low point drain, that blue and red PEX right there. We'll dump and leave in the campsite. There's a quick connect LP over here. Big storage rack. Simply remove the cotter pins to bring that down. You do not have to take tire off to bring it down. Unit's also prepped for a Furion backup camera. Device you purchased from our store electronically communicates with this device, giving you a backup camera. Go around to your campsite, your rear stabilizing jacks. So this is a hole for manual override. You can crank open your slides if they're not working from power. Your solid steps. Your JBL sound system speakers. Your awning lights, they're on multicolor right now. They're checking them out. A leash link for your pet. There's a 110 and cable out here if you want to set the TV up outside. Your little storage area here, which is accessible from a door inside your bedroom. It's quite tall there. Your front stabilizer jacks. Again, check your terminal post. Propane. It's all set on a regulator. Simply point this toward the tank you wish to be using. Lefty-loosey to open. Again, your power tongue jack. A cover for your propane tanks. And lastly, your battery disconnect. This will come important later when I talk about your carbon monoxide detector. Again, your hot water heater, and we're back over to the off campsite. That about covers everything on the outside. Let's go take a look on the inside. Alright, so coming inside your unit here, first and foremost, slam lock door. They work best when you slam them. Make sure you and everyone knows that the fire extinguisher is located by the entry doorway in case of an emergency. Coming in the hallway to your right, it can be your control panel. So up here's where you check your levels. There's your fresh tank that I was talking about. You can Watch your potable water fill up from here. Your battery, your black and gray tanks. Here's your slide controls. We'll utilize these when we close it all up. Here's your awning. I'm going to extend that out while we're talking here. Here's some exterior lighting to turn on in your interior. Here's where you turn on your water pump if you're using potable water. And here's where you turn on your water heater. We'll run this awning now. Second, I'm open the door up. Just going to run this out to show you how far to run this awning out. See that white flap? When that flap falls down to 90 degrees, you see your gray bar. That's as far as you want to go. Comes back in pretty quick. You have a remote control for these LED lighting. It's on multi-colors right now. You can turn it into any one of them colors, or a nice blue that seems to be the hot item nowadays. Alright, so finish running your awning in. Back over here. Close your door. This is your control for your bedroom slide. Lights on in here. We'll utilize that when closing up. There's everything on your control panel. Coming here to your left of your bathroom here is your furnace. It's on heat, off, fan, or cool. Just set it at the desired temperature. Shut that off. Over here you can turn on just a fan. Down here on the floor, here's your 12 volt carbon monoxide detector. And the reason I mention this 12 volt, it's always running off your battery. So if you're going to be gone for the day, nothing charging your battery, not plugged in anywhere, go ahead and use your battery disconnect to keep this from running your battery down. Coming through your unit, you got a lot of individual places to turn on your lighting. There, underneath here. A lot of one-touch lighting here. Start with your dinette. You have a big drawer on the front of that. Storage under your chairs. Your recliners, I believe these are just wall-away pushback. As you push yourself back, it reclines to a full chase. Pull it out away from the wall, just lay right down almost. Coming to your entertainment center. This is the new Connex. You can turn it on here or turn it on by your remote. So on this system, you're going to use source because everything is in here. Your FM radio, media, regular TV. Now you have to run your auto scan. Check something on this really quick. This is on a swivel. Let me set this down one moment. So what I want to show you on here, back behind your TV, there's a little button here to push in where your cable goes in. If you see it light up green there, make sure you push that button in before running your auto scan. It's a digital channel enhancer and it'll allow you to pick up more channels. Snaps in for travel. Again, going through your sources. Component, there's 3 different HDMIs you can hook up there for gaming, etc. Also Bluetooth compatible. Go back down to your FM radio. Here you can scan through channels. Down here, let's talk about your fireplace. They're not just for looks anymore. Yeah, this has got a lot of cool different colors you can change through. But the biggest thing on these is if you're at a camp somewhere plugged into electricity, and it's chilly in here in the evening or morning, turn on the heat. This will kick out a nice amount of heat. You can set it on high here. Got the temperature set at 80 and already I'm feeling the heat coming out here. So the point is, instead of using up your gas to warm it up in here, use the camp's electricity. I also have a 12 volt hookup here. Down here next to your entertainment center is your access panel to your breaker box and fuses. Looks like you got a ton of 15s there. I highly recommend that you grab a handful of those, take camping with you. Heat vent, a couple of 110s in your lighting up here. 110 on next to your island center here. Big kitchen sink, self-explanatory microwave. Now your stove here. Stove here has a fan and light. Your glass top makes an excellent backsplash. Turn on your panel light, up for the stove, down for the oven. With your panel light on, simply turn this to gas. You'll see it change from blue to red. Hit your spark, and when your gas is on, you'll have flames. Yeah, shut off right now. Anyway, it'll change from blue to red. Same thing with your oven. Just turn on your oven panel light. Set this to the flame. Light from here. You don't have to light a pilot light below. Coming over to your fridge. All electric fridge. Turn it on right there. Your couch, let me show you quickly how to turn that into a bed. So remove the cushions. The back's Velcro on. I like to stand in the middle for leverage. Open your legs up, pull it towards you. Put the back down, and just that quickly, you have a nice bed. Reverse the process, put everything back. And you're back to your sofa. Show your TV off. Not much more to talk about in here. Maintain your plumbing. Keep an eye on your plumbing just like you would at home. Remember, you're bouncing a house down the road. Things can wiggle loose over time. Coming back here to your bathroom now. Your lighting here to your left. The thing I want to mention in here is this is where your 110 with your GFCI reset is. More plumbing to keep an eye on. Coming into your bedroom. Charging ports on both sides. Individual lighting above the bed. Same thing in here with your fireplace. It'll warm it up in here. This is all prepped for another TV back here. Storage from outside is accessible to this big washer dryer pre-prepped closet. And your interior closet with one-touch lighting up here. We have a 110 next to it over here. You do have a hand crank open, air conditioned pre-prepped vent there. So that about covers everything on the inside. Let's close it up and act like we leave the campsite. First thing I like to do is come and shut off the interior lighting. So what that allows me to do is see all the lighting that I have to go through the unit and shut off. Close your closet door, make sure that's secure. Make sure nothing's going to impede this slide from coming in. Have nothing on the floor out in there. Come back to your bathroom. Make sure your door is secured. Your bedroom door is secured. Put our cushions back. And I'll go through and shut off all the rest of the lighting real quick. So now I went through and shut off all the lighting except for what can be shut off from here. Again, most importantly, make sure nothing's going to impede these slides from coming in. Take your recliners, push them all the way back. Make sure your sofa's pushed back. I think that's secured in there. Make sure nothing's on your floor in here. Secure your chairs down for travel. Strap them down. And come bring your slides in. I like to start just by bringing the bedroom slide in. Let's just see that come in. Again, the importance of nothing being around the bed or toward the end here. Make sure those little cabinet doors there are closed. I want you to hear that noise. Don't worry, that's nothing going on with your slide. What it is the slide allowing itself to come in unimpeded, not go past that point. It's just a safety mechanism on the slide. You hear it taking it in and out. The whole point is it's not the sound of anything grinding. That noise there's your rubber stoppers, wipers as they call them. Again, okay to hear that. Now you'll see slide 1 will be your kitchen slide, slide 2 will be your dinette slide, and then over here will be your bedroom slide. Okay, again, make sure that fridge is off. Make sure your furnace is off. Shut off your interior lighting. Let's head on out. So now when closing the solid step, make sure your exterior door is all the way open. Lift up, you see these are adjustable. Little cotter pin here. Bring it in slowly to your door. Turn this handle either way to bring that in and push it up in there. That locks your door in there. Close your exterior door. Lock and deadbolt your unit. Lift and turn your handle. Let's go around and close some low point drains. Turn all the way around. Off campsite rear. Open up both the blue and the red there. Talk to your hot water heater. You're going to bleed the line here by lifting that all the way up. It's going to get all the hot water out of there. It's going to depressurize this. Then you can come down here and remove your drain. Close your hot water heater. A lot of people forget to close that. Make sure you close this as well. Then it'll close right up for you. Unhook our water, unhook any cable, and head on up to the dump station. At the dump station, take the sewage hose in your convenience pack, hook it up, pull your black handle, sewer outlet connection. Pull that first black handle so it sounds like it's no longer draining. When it is, again, take your water pressure regulator, come to your black tank flush. Hook up your sewage hose, leaving your black handle open. Hook up a hose and run that for a good 5 minutes. You can spray all the nastiness out of your sewage container, tank. Let it run a good 5 minutes. Shut it off, remove your hose, close your black handle, open up this gray handle. That's going to be your cleaner, some of your cleaner waters. Going to clean out the sewage hose a little bit for you. Close that handle, come over here, hook up to this galley tank, open that gray handle. Again, that's going to be cleaner waters, sinks and showers. That's going to clean out your sewage hose for you. Yeah, come to the back of your unit, open up your tailgate, and put that right up inside your bumper. Nice sanitary place for it. Again, thank you guys for your purchase. Hope you enjoy this Catalina for many years to come. Happy camping.